Welcome to Missing the Point. I'm Reverend Mike, and in this series I correct common misconceptions found in religion. Today's topic: are any of the human races the result of a curse from God? This is another episode I shouldn't have to make, but here we are. In Genesis, all of the races were created on the same day. After the 6 days of creation and the first day of rest, Adam is mentioned. Adam was made separately to tend Eden. Some scholars believe he was made on the 6th day, after the other races, and some believe he was an 8th day creation. After Eve and Adam were cast out, they had 2 sons, and that ended in murder. When Cain is cast out, there were already people in the land of Nod, and among them he found a wife. Some people believe Cain married his sister, but if you look at the language in Genesis 4:13 and 14, when God has punished him, that just doesn't hold up. And Cain said unto the Lord, My punishment is greater than I can bear. Behold, thou hast driven me out this day from the face of the earth, and from thy face shall I be hid, and I shall be a fugitive and a vagabond in the earth. And it shall come to pass that every one that findeth me shall slay me. He said, every one, not my brothers and sisters, not my family, not my father, not my mother, but everyone that findeth me. He was the firstborn son of Adam and Eve. How many brothers and sisters could he possibly have at the time he killed his brother? Would the number warrant the term everyone? No. He is referring to all of the other races that were created on the 6th day creation. That's also why he is not counted in the generations of Adam, because he married into another race. He's no longer being described as part of the same family, because all of his children were mixed race. Now, there are lists of people in the Bible that will list Cain's wife as a daughter of Adam and Eve, but this is not in the Bible. It is assumed by some scholars who do not recognize the creation of Adam and Eve as separate from the initial creation of humanity, despite the creation of Adam and Eve being listed after the day of rest. They were a separate creation. Another passage people erroneously cite as proof of a curse to create the black race is Genesis 9, the curse on Canaan, the son of Ham, and his descendants to be the servants of his brethren. The problem with this racist idea is that Canaan and his descendants gave name to the land of Canaan, a province of Egypt. The inhabitants of Egypt were a beautiful brown color, as is clearly shown in their art. The only Egyptian art that depicts the noble black people are murals showing captives taken during wars with Nubia to the south of Egypt, and the brief period in which Nubia had conquered Egypt. When the land of Canaan was established, black people already lived in Nubia. The descendants of Canaan were often used as enemies to the Hebrews in biblical stories, but they were not a slave race. They were often used as the bad guys in later tales, even founding the cities of Sodom and Gomorrah, as mentioned in Genesis 10:19, and those cities were famously destroyed by the wrath of God. Some so-called Christians use the curse of Ham and his son Canaan as an excuse for slavery. They also use the arguments to spread hate. It's easier to hate people when you see them as inferior. easier to commit violence against them too. These racists have to twist everything, because if all the races were created as they are, as part of the original creation, they have less to justify their racism. That was a fairly short video, but I think I covered the nonsense that some races were created inferior and as a slave race to the others. Thank you for watching this video. Please click like. Seriously, right now, please click like or dislike. Subscribe if you want to see more. Feel free to leave a comment or question below. Who knows? Your question might become the subject of a future video. Be good to each other. We are all in this together.